we're gonna be debt free, we're gonna have a nice chunk of savings, and we're gonna change our lives little by little. Welcome back to another paycheck breakdown. This is the third paycheck in March that we'll be going over. So if you saw my most recent video, we talked about how we were gonna be going to California, also how much I would be spending over there. And so if you're interested in that video, make sure you subscribe to the channel because the vlog will be coming out right after this one. But I also just wanted to briefly mention that I am back, and I did plan to have a video out while I was away, but work was so busy. And also I got the flu or a cold or something because of the expo that I was at. And so I literally just started feeling better like 2 days ago. And so this is the first video that I'm actually filming. But I did vlog everything, and that video will be coming out right after this one, and I'll show you everything that I got there as well. Also, I wanted to talk about the paycheck that I got while I was away. I did not film a paycheck breakdown because again, I got sick while I was gone. And so literally I got sick like maybe the day before I got paid. So in this video, I'm gonna talk about like what I saved and also like how much my savings was before this paycheck. Anywho, you know the drill. I'm gonna grab my notebook, my systems, and let's jump right into it. So as you all know, I like to use my notebook because I like to do things in analog. I like to handwrite. No, just, I just like to write stuff down. It's really fun. It's good for your brain to like actually do things physically. I also, once I'm done with this, I actually put it into my electronic system. If you'd like to see how I do that, I will link the video above and also down below. Of course, all of my templates and things are free 99. All the systems I use are free 99. I don't like to pay for anything. I feel like I never get paid on Fridays anymore, but I did. Like, the days that I get paid are so random. And so like I get paid on the 1st and the last of the month for one job, and then I also get paid on the 7th and the 22nd for another job, which is really nice because it's basically like I'm getting paid every week, but really I'm getting paid twice a month because I do work 2 jobs. So my goal for this month is to surpass $7,000 in savings. So this paycheck is actually one of my smaller paychecks that I get for my second job, but because it's almost rent time and this is my partner's last paycheck of the month, he actually gives me his half of the rent. So it's actually a nice paycheck because I get my paycheck on top of what he's giving me for the rent. And since I get paid an extra paycheck at the end of the month, I just use that next paycheck to pay the rent. This paycheck we're actually gonna use to pay other bills and save from and pay off some debt. First things first, I paid an installment of my taxes. So it is $307. I paid a home bill of $157. This is the second to last month on my insurance, my car insurance. I paid $110.27. My next one comes out next month on the 22nd. I think what I'm actually going to do in May is pay the total amount of my car insurance. You save a lot of money that way. Now, of course, it's a lot of money to pay all at once, but I honestly just think it's better to pay bills like if you can annually because one, you save yourself a lot of money, and two, you save yourself the headache of having to pay it every month. Friends, I feel like I have not made a huge dent with my like credit card debt, which is like a little frustrating. If you recall, when we started this paycheck like breakdown in March, plan was basically to save $10,000 so that I can like spend the next month paying off debt. With that being said, last week I did pay some on my credit card. This week I'm only paying $80. That brings my lowest credit card at the moment, because remember we paid off one already, to $1,485. The other one is $2,900 and the other one is $3,900. And so my plan for these next few weeks is to actually pay off my 2 highest credit cards. So I allowed myself to make a purchase, like just a little splurge, which was $112. The other thing that I did was spend $26 on breakfast. You know, it was Friday, it was payday, I didn't feel like cooking, and so I decided, you know what, I'm working hard all week, I was sick all week, and I decided I'm gonna get myself breakfast and I'm not gonna feel bad about it. And especially if you like budget like I'm doing, then you know like what you can and can't spend. I've also spoken about this in other videos and on my TikTok, that it's important to not be so strict on yourself because you will get burnt out. Saving money is a great feeling, paying off debt is a great feeling, but if you do not allow yourself to like eat out or like buy yourself something once in a while, you are going to burn out. Kind of get like that itch that you want to spend something or like buy something else to eat. You know, it's important to treat yourself is what I'm saying. All right, friends, let's move on to the savings. The most exciting part for me, honestly, like I love paying off debt, and I don't love paying bills, but I love paying off debt and like seeing the number go down. But I also love to see the savings amount go up. So as of last week, we had saved about $600 to $700 in my cash savings system. And I also had a little over $3,000 in my high yield savings account. I forgot to also mention why I wanted to do this so quickly, but basically in May at my second job, it will be my second year there. And so if you know anything about buying a home, you basically have to have 2 years of employment. The thing is that I was a business owner, so 1099, paying taxes. I was also an independent contractor with my other job. I'm now full-time at both, but in order to actually use this income versus using the income for like my business or as an independent contractor, basically as a salaried person that, you know, gets taxes taken out and that kind of stuff, it's so much easier to apply for loans versus like when you're a business owner or independent contractor, you have to have like so much like taxes and proof and all these things, which I have, and I just don't make enough income that way. And so as a salaried person, I make so much more income. It's easier to prove, it's easier to document. And so that is why I actually have been on this like quick speed process. Also working multiple jobs, it's a lot of work, and so I'm just exhausted, and I kind of want to get this process going. So before today's paycheck, we actually had in our high yield savings account for the down payment and for the closing costs on a home that I'm trying to raise, $20,000 total. Remember, I actually had $4,100. 4,100, which brings us so close to that $7,000 goal that I have for this month. So I actually have my direct deposit to deposit electronically automatically every time I get paid a certain amount, a certain percentage of each paycheck into the account. But I also additionally always transfer over after I pay bills and those things. So that amount that I have set up automatically is actually $599.22. So that brings our savings account when I woke up and saw my paycheck to $4,699.22. Now, as I mentioned, this month I'm really trying to get to 7,000, and I also want to be super duper aggressive with my savings, which means, friends, I decided to not pay off like debt. I paid $80 as you saw earlier. Other than that, I decided not to pay off anything. I decided to put a little bit of extra income. So to that $4,699.22, I actually added $300.78, which, if you're not calculating, brings our total to $5,000. So then later on in the day, I actually ran through the numbers again, and I was like, you know, I could probably put a little bit extra because I don't really have too many bills to pay off next week other than rent. And so I also added an extra $735, which brings our total savings currently to $5,735. I was really trying to get to $6,000 this week, so I'm actually $256 short. After I'm done filming this video, friends, I'm actually going to be going to my storage unit, and I'm going to be filming some videos. I'm also going to film some videos of the products I have in my office here, and I'm going to promote like crazy, and hopefully can make that $256 this weekend on sales for my store, and I can bring that savings goal to a total of $6,000, which means next week I would either save $1,000, $1,500, bringing my total to $7,000. Now, if you want to see that excitement and if we're able to make it work, make sure you subscribe down below so you can watch that video. I get paid, I think, on Friday, so you don't want to miss it. Now, I don't feel guilty for buying myself breakfast and buying myself like a little splurge like purchase, but I did know like how easy it is to spend money. It goes so quickly, and to save it, as you can see in this process, though I'm saving a little bit quicker I think than a lot of people because I am being so aggressive with my savings. I also work 2 jobs and I have a business. It's a little easier for me to pool money, but again, I also have to pay off debt on top of that, and bills and rent and those kind of things. I also have business expenses, and so like it's hard to do both at the same time. When it comes to spending money, it just goes so quickly. It's so easy, and so I think you really have to put that into perspective, into your budget. Like when you are, you know, like just spending money, splurging, like think about how hard it is to earn that money again. That is money that you're not going to see again, and you actually have to work to get back. So with that being said, I am very mindful of like the things that I'm actually purchasing nowadays, and just being super strict with my money, and it's helped me save a lot of money, as you can see, in just a short amount of time. So again, treat yourself, but also be mindful of those treats because it adds up and it deducts from your savings and your goals. Nonetheless though, let's wrap it up. So here are the outcomes. So debt paid this week was $80. That's it. A very simple amount, but it was still progress because it was an extra payment that I paid on top of whatever I paid this month, bringing my total amount due to $8,285. Hearing that number is just so stressful because I feel like I keep making payments and it just doesn't go away. So next month, again, we're gonna be very aggressive with the debt payoff. Saved this week was $5,735. Hearing that amount, amazing. So we have left to save for this month $1,265. In total, we have $14,265 left to save. For the next 2 weeks or so, I basically have to save $4,265 in order to get to $10,000. Once I hit that mark, friends, I'm going to go all in on paying off my debt because it's really not a lot, friends. As you can see, we saved a lot of money. So we can pay off the debt. I just have to be very aggressive with it, just like I have it with my savings. Again, $4,265 brings us to $10,000, which means when I get to May, I should only have left to save $10,000. Or maybe a little bit less because I'll probably put a little bit more into my savings, but regardless, we are getting there, friends. All right, friends, that is it. We are on the way, and I'm so excited. Thank you for joining me along this journey. It is so exciting to have people who support me, who are also in similar situations or trying to achieve goals, who also share tips, and like I love the conversations we have. Be sure to follow me on here, TikTok, Instagram, and also check out my website. As I mentioned, I'm a small business owner, which actually means that I'm an artist illustrator, and I sell things that I illustrate and design on my website. I also sell and collect vintage and antique things, so you will find that on my website as well. If you're interested in any of that, the link is down below. Head on over there. If you want to support and help me get to my goals a little bit quicker. If you yourself have financial goals or on a financial journey, you know, like share down below. Like, what are you trying to achieve? I want to know, like, what is your next goal for the month? And again, thank you for joining me along this journey. It's so exciting to have all of you here. And, you know, you guys motivate me, and I love your messages and your comments. And we're going to get there. We're going to check these goals off of our list, and we're going to be debt free. We're going to have a nice chunk of savings, and we're going to change our lives little by little. If you want to join me on this journey, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all very soon. Also, as I mentioned, I went to California last week, so that vlog will be coming out either tomorrow, if not on Monday. Be sure to follow me on here, you know, so you can see it. All right, friends, I'm gonna stop talking here, but I wish you the best, the wealthiest, the healthiest, the safest on your journey. I will see you in the next one. Take care.